Hello, hello, good morning. I only got like maybe an hour of sleep. And it's pretty common for that to happen around the full moon. This is High Priestess Jamila. And I'm gonna tell you that this is getting very, very serious. And I need to go back and try to find that channel that I was watching. So it was a really, you know what? I think I'm going to do a similar reading to what I saw that person do. What I wanted to talk to you all about today is a message from Spirit. I think that they held out, they gave passes as long as they could. Right now, what Spirit is trying to do is Spirit is trying to bring everything back into balance because things have been very, very imbalanced. Okay, art imitates life, and you guys can see some of the crazy, crazy stuff that's been happening on YouTube, stuff that's reported to the news on YouTube. And so, the one thing I can tell you is that a lot of people have been causing a lot of destruction to people. If you are a person that has an agenda to mess with divine love and divine lovers, or if you have an agenda to do harm to the woman in any way, Spirit is absolutely taking people. I'm gonna tell you that some people are being raptured. I was hearing something about that. There's another rapture coming, and what it's about is restoring the balance. That's what it's about, you know. And with that balance, people that cause way too many problems and issues. People thought that stuff was cute. They thought it was cute to run around for 10 or 20 years, chasing, stalking people, trying to stop them from having love in their life. That's why Spirit said, no more breakup work. We ain't doing no more breakup work on nobody. Seriously, not over here. I think that anybody that is breaking up, well, not I think, this is what Spirit is saying. And I'm going to tell you, the precursor to that was a person dying that tried to keep me in bondage and keep me from having anybody to love me. He did it for almost 20 years. People that are on that agenda, Spirit is coming for you because you wasn't supposed to be doing it. You were never supposed to be sitting around for 10, 15, or 20 years trying to stop somebody from loving somebody. And I think Spirit has been killing people that have done that. But I think that to restore the balance, a lot of those people are going to have to experience a lot of issues. Okay. So I'm warning a lot of y'all, be careful with these breakup spells and stuff. Don't do them. You know, to think that somebody would want to do something as horrible as to break somebody's heart literally in two. To break people up that love each other, you was in the wrong for doing that. And I know for a fact that it's been done It's been really the last 50 years. But like for example, a lot of y'all women, I'll talk to y'all and like y'all will be married or either you'll get divorced and then your ex will move on, but then he'll kind of keep you in bondage. See, that's the suffering's going to come in through that. We're going to call it the suffering. Okay, Diablo, we're going to call it that. Okay, because what spirit was doing is if men didn't let go, and for some reason, man, and those are special cases, but a lot of the times these men will be actively trying to keep you single so that you can be alone and lonely and fucking isolated, so that you can feel like nobody in this world loves you, so that you can feel like the person that you love with all your heart don't love you. They've been doing it for years. And this may seem like a small thing. It's not a small thing. If you have been, it's equivalent to saving a life, sacrificing a life for another one. If you cause heartache and heartbreak in a person's life like that, then you're going to give up your own life. And I truly believe that. And and spirit sees it as justice. So I would tread very, very carefully if I were a lot of people, because you have no idea how it feels to love somebody and to lose them. Okay. Because a lot of people, they just ain't sat down and loved nobody. They haven't. And you actually feel that love in your heart for a person, and then you have somebody rip you apart. That's a violation of mass proportion, however you're doing the manipulating. Now, if you are a man or a woman, I'm going to warn everybody. If you are a man, though, because this is very popular with men, they've been on this agenda. That's why they've been so heavily against single mothers. If you a man sitting around trying to keep that woman isolated and trying to make sure that nobody loves her and the world is cruel to her, you have to understand that time is up. Your time is up on doing that. And I saw it. I saw the angel of death about 2 or 3 times. And it wasn't coming for me. I kept seeing these gold flashes, and y'all know my Santana Muerta, it's white and gold. And that's exactly what they're gonna do. Like, and I know this with exact certainty. You shouldn't have kept those women isolated. You shouldn't have done that. You took love away from those women. You did. And you're guilty. A lot of these men did a lot of stuff to be manipulative. They manipulate, they manipulate, they manipulate, they lie, they scheme, they use words and spells. You are a problem. You are problematic. You are messing up Mother Earth's balance. You should have never been doing that. This is proven to be extremely dangerous over and over again. Throughout history, even when you look at some of the great plagues, it was caused by this kind of fucking behavior. And see, witches And warlocks know all about what I'm talking about because because they seen it, you know. So that's why when you come to me and you say, "Oh, I want to break up this couple," you know, they love each other, they happy together. Ugh, I hate them. I want them to be broke up. I'm gonna look at you and I'm gonna tell you that you need to cleanse, that you need to move on with your life. So that's why you don't see breakup separation work on. I think I've got one of them up there. I need to take it off. I'm just telling you because for just think about it. They're trying to renew contracts. So there's all sorts of other things that are mixed in with this, including servitude and slavery. If you are somebody that is keeping somebody in servitude or slavery, you're gonna have to answer to spirit for that. And soon, I'm not talking about next year. I'm not talking about 6 years from now. I'm talking about it's a fucking countdown because spirit is getting so impatient. And you know what? Just to think 6 years have went by. Can y'all believe that? 6 fucking years. And y'all have been consistently people on that agenda. I kept telling people, you better get off that agenda. And spirit will come through every now and then, about every 3 months, and tell me about some kind of ritual, some kind of sex magic ritual that one of my exes was doing on me to keep me single, to and to to cause destruction and to make any man that I'm around want to be violent towards me or kill me because he was so upset because I walked away from his desperation, from his limitations, from his ignorance, his need to be an ignorant nigga. I walked away for years consistently. And so spirit kept sending me stuff and I throw the cards. So we might do some readings this morning because y'all, I'm wide awoke. I had a little bit of coffee and I think I slept for like an hour and a half. I think we need to do some readings on this because I'm telling y'all what I know. And for the first 7 years that from the time that we had broke up to 7 years, I was really in bondage. I was scared to death to move on. I was already busy with 3 children that I was raising by myself. Okay. If you're not providing financially, then that mother is raising the children by herself. Okay. Even if she's on welfare or food stamps or some kind of supplement, those things are not free. Y'all think it's free. The only thing that's free in life typically is love. That's it. But other than that, um, and so then we had men go through this thing where they were attacking the women and the children and their own children. You not understand that you throwing my life completely off balance is affecting my children. I'm not allowed to have a social life. And then you try to ruin me in social media. Wow. Wow. You're going to have to pay for that. That's just the truth. And you are the worst person in the world if you actually sit there and concentrate on trying to make somebody not have love or to not be loved. You're trying to kill that person. That's why so many people dying of that corona. You was trying to destroy that person. You didn't want them to have no happiness. That kind of evil is gone. It's gonna die. Trust me. And you know what? If I were to throw the cards right now, spirits would say yes, and I would probably get the death card. People thought it wasn't that big of a deal. There was all sorts of agendas. And the whole single mother thing. I mean, that had to take off because women had to survive. We had no damn choice. What was we supposed to do? Throw ourselves off of a bridge? That's another thing they probably wanted us to do. Them evil men. And they have such evil thoughts. The ones that do things like that purposely. Try to ruin your life, try to upset the balance of your life, stalking you at work. Oh my God, I'm about to tell y'all right now, something is coming for these men. And the ones that did it, especially if you're actively doing that, you are not supposed to be doing that. You're trying to alter a person's destiny. That's not what witchcraft is about. It's really not. Because nobody actually has control over your destiny except for God. And when God has a path for somebody, you have to respect it. You have nothing to say. You have no judgment. And this war that's going on between men, trust me, y'all not going to have to shoot each other. Spirit going to get you. The war, the fact that there's no chivalry even among men, they don't respect each other. And in the meantime, some poor innocent woman is being hurt because these men don't respect each other. Okay? Happens all the time. I'm just telling y'all. And right now, spirit is taking people the hell out. And you like I'm gonna be honest with you. I've done breakup spells for people. I'm not doing them anymore. But to sit there and actually for years and years and years in a drunken stupor, trying to make sure that somebody never has sex again, never has love. You see them happy with somebody and you're working extra hard overtime to separate them. God is going to strike your ass down. So, all of y'all that's going through it right now, y'all don't really have anything to worry about. A lot of the paranoid delusions and the thoughts, those are going to go away. And it's literally nothing that anybody can do about it. I mean, technically, if you wasn't like if somebody left you 6 years ago or 10 years ago and you still ain't found somebody, it ain't nothing wrong with them. It may be something wrong with you, especially if you're sitting around wishing bad on your ex. And a lot of people are doing that. You know what? That's what we gonna do. We gonna do readings to find out what your exes are up to. That's what we can do today. And I'm a use the computer camera for that one. We're gonna set it off on the left. Set it off on the left, y'all. We're gonna set it off today. We about to look at y'all exes. Because your exes is sitting around wishing bad on you. And that's real talk. Thank you, goddess. Spirits confirm what I'm talking about. That's the energy shift that we're experiencing. People that are doing that, you you have suffered, you have caused suffering long enough. You have caused enough suffering to those people for long enough. And then when they know, then when they're satisfied that they broke you up with somebody, now they want to make sure that that you don't love again. Now they want to work on your future love life. Oh, honey, you don't have a future. And it's got a lot to do with fertility. There is a new wave of babies coming in, children. Okay. There's a new wave of children, and these children are going to be born. They already confirmed it. Look at that. Yep. Judgment. I ain't even got to throw no more cards, but because we already got a yes answer to confirm exactly what I'm saying. And see, a person would have to be very selfish. I'm not going to treat you well. I'm not going to be the person that's going to treat you right, but I don't want nobody else to have you. I'm going to continue to fall prey to demons all the time. Exactly. Spirits just confirmed it. Actually, that's the Six of Wands reverse. Same thing. Same thing. Y'all ain't been doing right at all. Y'all, anybody that broke up with somebody more than 10 years ago, you still stalking and harassing that person, listen, you should have been done, moved on with your life, and you have held this person. And see, what God is going to do is God is going to replenish that person. God is going to give that person more youth. So you thought you took away their youth, but that was just a fucking smoke and mirrors. That was an illusion that you were in. God is aging people in reverse, actually. So a lot of people that you took 10, 11 years from them out of their life, they going to live longer. They going to get an extra 20, 30, 40 years to their life. And y'all, they got a whole network. They got a whole network. You think I'm lying? They got a whole network of people that's working to do this. All of them are going to be raptured. They're going to get you up out of here. Okay? And what are you going to do to stop it? That's not evil. You're evil. You literally took the power that God gave you and you tried to hurt people with it. Over and over again, for the past 2 weeks, I kept feeling 3 women and 2 men sending bad energy to my heart, trying to break my heart purposely, trying to hurt me, trying to create the energy of heartbreak. Now, I've been doing that invincibility, so it ain't really been touching me. I could just see it. And I was seriously disturbed by a bunch of dummies that would actually try to do that to a person. You don't have enough power to do that. I do. I'm a healer. You're not a healer. If you were a healer, you wouldn't be doing the shit that you're doing. You wouldn't be doing the shit you're doing. You'd have stopped it a long time ago. They just kept trying to. I was like, what the hell? I was like, what is this? So they want to recreate heartbreak for people with magic. Oh, you got to get up out of here, babe. And you know I ain't lying to you either. And the spirits are stronger than ever. They are so strong right now. I have been seeing all kind of apparitions, angels. I've been seeing that black shadow figure. I actually saw Santisima Moletta. I saw her in the bathroom. I went to go pee, and she was just standing there in front of me, and then she just vanished. And that's the judgment. That's the law. That's the law of spirit. Are you going to kill the messenger? Nope, you not. You would never be on your way over to my home. to do anything or my children. And I know that with exact certainty. Why? Why doesn't this crap work on me? Because I know you don't have the power to do that. Does that make me the devil? Does that make me the Antichrist? You know? Well, not really. It depends on who's labeling it. You can just call me Damiana, because the evil that y'all have been doing, the evil that you've been doing in the churches, these sacrifices, raping of these little boys, turning them into homosexuals, you had no right to take from this world the way you have. And on a Sunday, I hate to break it to you, but no, Jesus don't forgive you for that. You have done nothing to make it right. Instead, you continue on and on and on with it, to the point where it's trickled down to the point where y'all have women so vulnerable. No, no. Women have to have their providers, their protectors. You had no right to take that away from women. And if you a woman, if you understand what I'm saying, this is truth that I'm telling you. You should have never done that. You should have never interfered with people's personal life. If a person says, hey, I don't want to be with you, or I don't want to be with you anymore, you have to say, okay, bye. You have no right to hold that person. And I'm going to tell y'all that all hands are on deck at this point. Y'all might look up at the sky and see a sea of angels with guns pointed at you, is what Santa Moeta just told me. Y'all might look up and see, just spiritual guns, but guns pointed at you for the pain and the suffering you have caused. You have taken things from people. You have taken their sex. You have taken their love. You have taken the most precious, valuable thing in this world from people. You know why you did it? You did it for dumb reasons, a sick reason, so you could collect children of orphans and so that you could attack women. Boy, as soon as you saw a single mother, you said, we're going to make sure that she's alone. We're going to isolate her, right? And then let's kick it up a notch. Let's electronically harass her. Let's attack her. Let's do magic on her. Let's throw bad energy at her. Let's try to drive her crazy. Let's attack her. That's what you did. And the children, see, I'm a strong mama, okay? But these other women, where these children were lost and defiled and sold and murdered, okay? Their deaths and the suffering that you have caused will never be in vain, because you did it to appease a demon that you should have fought off. So, all the work that needed to be done has already been done. There's really no work to do except for protection, maintenance, maybe some love work, maybe some self-love work. Just think about it. So many of y'all have been alone for so long. Think about the fact that it was a group of people that got together and decided that they were going to do black magic on you so that you could be lonely and unhappy. And they don't care. It was a sacrifice, because a life without love is no life at all. So you took the most precious from these women, and then you said, "No, let me do another thing." Disgusting. Y'all know who to call when y'all need the realest witch on YouTube, because something is gonna give very soon. Okay, just to let y'all know. And it'll it's the reality of it. And you can't play victim. You cannot play victim. You know exactly what you did, and you know for how long that you did it. And even though spirit kept telling you to stop, you kept doing it. You would not leave people alone. Constant manipulation, constantly keeping people tied up in a fucking spiritual war that we already won. Liars and deceivers and frauds. Disgusting. Well, there will be balance and there will be justice, is what I can tell you. A lot of y'all that have been going through it, all of a sudden love is going to come in your life. You're going to be immensely happy. You are. And those people that took that away from you, well, it depends on if they're still actively doing it. If they don't stop, and soon, it's gonna be a rapture. It's gonna take place over the next 4 months. It's gonna take place over the next 4 months, up until about um, May, June. The reality is gonna shift, and they gonna come and well, it's starting now. Just depends on where you at on the list. And it's not necessarily my list, because I would never do that just to personally get back at people. But for years, I knew it. For years, like for the past 5 or 6 years, and then it was confirmed to me what people were doing, what my ex was doing to my life. Yeah, that's crazy. And you know what? I knew eventually I was going to have to come on here and talk about this, because everything that happens for a reason. Okay, if I wasn't currently fighting a spiritual war, then I wouldn't be able to let you guys know this. And so maybe people can turn the situation around. Stop taking life for granted. You spent your days, and then that's real sad when you spend your last days, like your last day on earth, trying to hurt somebody. Yeah. So I'll see y'all later for the readings. I gotta go, but that's what Spirit is saying. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all later. Clean out your closets before it's too late, is what I will say to you. Bye, witches.